If the United States were to close its borders and stop trading with other countries, it would have massive global and domestic consequences, as the US is deeply interconnected with the world economy. Here's what might happen: domestic impact, economic recession. The US economy relies heavily on international trade. Closing borders would disrupt industries dependent on imports, e.g., electronics, automotive, and clothing, and exports, e.g., agriculture, technology, and energy. This could lead to job losses and economic downturns. Higher prices. Without imports, many goods would become scarce, driving prices up. For example, consumer electronics and certain foods that rely on foreign supply chains would be more expensive or unavailable. Disruption in manufacturing. Many U.S. industries rely on foreign parts and materials. Shutting borders would disrupt supply chains, making it harder for factories to produce goods. Food shortages. While the U.S. is a major food producer, it also imports products like coffee, tropical fruits, and seafood. Closing borders would limit availability and raise prices. Isolation from innovation. Without access to international markets, collaborations, and technology, the U.S. would fall behind in global innovation. Global impact. Collapse of global trade. The U.S. is one of the largest economies in the world, and many countries depend on trade with it. Cutting off trade could destabilize economies globally. Political instability. Countries heavily reliant on U.S. markets, aid, or military alliances might face internal unrest or seek alternative alliances. Supply chain disruptions. Many global supply chains depend on U.S. exports and imports. For example, tech industries in Asia rely on U.S. semiconductor technology. Loss of influence. The U.S. would lose its role as a global leader, creating a power vacuum. Other nations, like China, might step in to fill that role. Long-term consequences. Self-reliance efforts. The U.S. might invest in boosting domestic production, but this would take years and cost significantly more than current imports. Shifts in alliances. Countries would seek to form stronger trade partnerships with each other, reducing reliance on the U.S. cultural and academic decline. Without exchange of ideas and people, the U.S. would lose cultural diversity and collaboration in fields like science and technology. In short, such a move would lead to economic hardship, a loss of global influence, and long-term isolation. It would disrupt the balance of power worldwide,